My name is Mark Followill. You're listening to another dumb podcast. These guys are freaking morons.
Another dumb podcast. No, I like it. It's not dumb.
It's called Another Dumb Podcast.
That makes sense. So you could have just said, I'm doing another dumb podcast.
Yeah.
Again, basketball dumb guy over here. Sorry.
On the dumb podcast.
And then now we're starting.
Okay.
Yes, I am in Little Rock, Arkansas right now.
Very nice.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Decided to go visit the Jerry Jones High School. The
racist one. It's
the
funny.
racist one you see on the porch that he was on, or
It's funny.
porch, like the steps he was on.
It's funny to talk to people who live here. You're like, oh, I went to the high school, and yeah, they did all the segregation there, and also, so it's like there's like really, they're like, yeah, it's real historic. Our schools were really bad back then, like really, they're like really, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that does suck. Oh, well, that's, I mean, cool and sucky. So glad they don't do that anymore.
Well,
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that. I have thoughts on the whole. Is that vodka on you got there? Okay.
Yeah. Vodka and Kool-Aid, man.
And this is
This
is the one of 3 beers that I have left over, unless I can get someone to deliver me beer from Walmart. Which I don't think they can.
Well, that's more beers than I have. So.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get into
I
that.
have vodka.
I was gonna say my segregation HSO is when you read into segregation, which there was forms of like the whole like the whole thing is like, well, without government, who would desegregate the schools? And I'm like, I got a question here: who segregated the schools? That would be the government. They did that.
The government did.
So it's
correct, and made everyone else do it.
So then they.
If you ever go back and watch, there's like a YouTube channel that I like to go back and watch. It's like news clips from the '70s from channel 8.
Yeah, 70s and 80s ones.
Yeah. KERA too, and there's like a lot of stuff on there about whenever they first started the busing and like the segregation locally.
Yeah,
it's amazing how many people were against it, including black people.
Absolutely,
that they were talking to at the time. It wasn't just white people that were against it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people, including black people, and so it was kind of funny to listen, to the old footage. You can go back and you can find it on there. From like 50 years ago, news stories that they did.
Yeah,
and,
I've listened to all those where they were like, well, today's your first day of non-segregation. What are your thoughts? And like, I don't know. I don't really like these.
Most of them were pissed.
I don't really like these white people. And I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you know how much
black people were more pissed because, a lot of them.
Well, here's the deal though: is they had their own schools, and maybe they liked that school, and they were like, "I want to stay at that school." and
right, they were having to be bussed in. I'm sure that was a pain in the ass.
It was a total pain in the ass. And then they it's just like it's a problem that they caused, so then they had to unfuck it, and they made it worse.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, we could have just had the schools where they were. You don't segregate them. Like if a black black kid wanted to go to that school, he could go to that school, but there were people who were on the other side of town, and they were like, I don't want to go to that school at all. It's like
there were some people that
that
live in like East Dallas that were having to be bussed over to like Kingston and like South Dallas, and you're like, what the hell, dude? That's like way on the other side of the city. And there was like the rare one, where there were some white kids that had to be bussed over to like the majority black schools.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of weird
Dude,
for them. And
okay,
so,
I will admit, I know it probably would have sucked pretty bad to be a black kid being segregated, being bussed into the other schools, but at least you would have maybe a little bit of a group. But if you're the white kid getting bussed into the black schools, you're like, oh fuck, it's 5 of us.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't.
I know it's not funny to talk about now, but
chose,
it's
though.
it's just I don't know. It's just something fun.
Do you
not
know how
fun,
they actually chose, like, what school that you had to go to? Was it like a random generated system or something? Because I don't. They never really went into that.
No,
I
I mean,
haven't
again,
looked into
it's
so
a lot
I'm
of
kind of curious.
it's a lot of stuff that you realize, as you got out of high school, that most of the things that you were taught were either total bullshit or, yeah, there was this, but we don't want to really delve real deep. It's like they were segregated. It was really bad. Okay, well, what? I need to know. I need to know a little bit more. It's same thing with like, again, I might be showing my ass a little bit here on this, but when I learned about like really what Jim Crow was, like Jim Crow, like, and you're like, hold on, so you're telling me that they had these restaurants, and then there were these white folks who were like, yeah, like literally anybody could come in if they have money, they can come in our restaurants, and there were these really racist ones that were like, this is bullshit. These motherfuckers need to fucking segregate this shit. This is a white only restaurant. And then there was some restaurateurs who were like, I don't really care. No, you literally have to only have white people. And if you have black people in here, you gotta like have a separate area. I mean, what are we doing here? It's like
Remember the Titans? Remember he didn't let the black kids eat at the restaurant.
Yeah, but I think some of that may have been bullshit.
It was a little sensationalized.
I think a lot of it kind of was sensationalized, but it's like not that didn't happen. Like there was legitimately racist people who did not want to have, but then there was the people who were not really racist. They were like, I literally, if you have money, you can come into my restaurant.
Yeah.
And they
existed.
And
they did.
It just exasperates a lot of things when you just go, yeah, I mean, Jim Crow wasn't just a bunch of restaurants got together and goes, hey guys, okay, so we got all the drinking fountains. Okay, did we make sure that we got all the nasty drinking fountains? That's for the black people. No, like literally they made laws and said this is what it was. And so
we got to give the other race the outhouses too for the bathrooms.
Yeah, I know. And maybe I was just dumb, and I did go to public schools, and I was not taught very well. But it was one of those things where I guess as I got older, I was like, oh, I'm dumb, and I didn't even think like. But I guess it was, I don't even know how we delved into this whole thing. It was all because of Walmart. That's the reason why.
Yeah. I was about to say, I know whenever we were in school, we weren't taught about segregation much after, like, we didn't really go into busing very much. Like, we went into, like, I guess, like, the Little Rock High School thing. I guess we went into that, I remember. But we didn't go into the busing much.
No,
like,
I don't know.
That,
yeah.
Yeah, Boston was one of the last cities to actually do it. They were they actually held out longer than anybody, and you never hear about it.
Yeah, we always hear though that they're super racist.
Liberal city, but they're also the most racist. City.
They were and that's a pretty
you never hear why. I don't understand it.
That's by the way, pretty epic title. By the way. Most liberal, most raceless. So
I mean it's true though, right?
Yeah.
They only get away with it because they're mainly liberal.
Okay.
All
right, now joining the call.
Branded.
Now joining the call. Oh, by the way, so I'm Brad. That's Dustin. Sorry, you can't tell which one. Yeah, that's Dustin right there. I've been talking to, and then Brandon has just joined the call. Say hello, so everybody can. Yeah. Most of the people though who listen should already know our names and voices, but just in case.
I don't think I've been on in a while.
Dude, I don't think we've recorded in a while, bud, so don't feel bad.
I was about to say, it might have been during football season, I think, the last time that I was on, and it's almost a new football season.
I know.
So
yeah, well, we have. It's been a slow.
flies.
It's been a slow year, so do apologize for not recording.
Yes.
It's just been one of those busy ass years that no one has time to record, and I don't have time to record. So it's mostly like, again, you guys are in the group chat. When I text, I go, "Hey, anybody want to podcast?" I guess I can, if and then no one answers, and then 5 o'clock in the morning, Jacob answers and goes, "Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go."
I don't understand how that guy works like a normal job. I couldn't get by on it's wild, man. That guy's a vampire.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Let me text him.
I don't know either.
Because I do want him to jump on.
Yeah, probably. I didn't want to say that, but I think,
you know what?
probably accurate.
I think he's maybe calmed down. I have no idea.
The Marcus Jordan diet, I guess.
Dude, by the way, what a baller ass coke rig he had.
I know, right?
Like, what, dude?
Golly.
Like, what is that thing? I am definitely not rich nor into coke.
I couldn't really tell what it was. It looked like a giant, I don't know, ball on a spoon or something. It was crazy looking.
Yeah, I don't know. The coke,
wild.
I don't understand the coke technology that's been going on lately, so I can't really speak upon that. So
I wouldn't even be able to tell you what the old coke technology was, because I didn't even putting
there was
spray.
There was the long fingernail, and that was that technology.
Yeah,
and I guess you would
I
always
knew about the dollar bill, man.
Yeah,
you rolled the dollar bill, and that was it. But other than that, I don't really know.
So as a kid, I had a nosebleed that just would not stop one day, and that's that associated with that with cocaine and that's the
deviated septum.
Just say no.
Just say no. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would always see some type of movie where someone would have, I have my crucifix with my coke in it or something, and I'd be like, wow, you must really love coke in the movie. But I think no one ever had that. No one was like, I am so into coke and Catholicism, and just I need to have this coke dispenser. We'll get on. I text Jacob because I do have some questions for him tonight, so hopefully he jumps on and maybe
we're gonna interview him.
Yes.
How do you get by with 0 hours of sleep?
Yeah, I don't know. And I gotta text. I gotta check Stove. So.
Yeah, what's Stove up to? I think we're supposed to meet up in 9 days to go to.
Do you have a?
No, not 9 days.
You'll have a Coys thing or whatever. What is? I'm
soccer meetup. Yeah,
I'm an idiot. I don't know what Coys means.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on. Yeah.
Come on, you what?
Spurs.
Oh.
And YNWA.
You realize you really set yourself up a lot whenever you call it. They say the Coys thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm like,
that's just kind of what we call it, in our own little, our own little group that we have. Ray is in there, so
Ray.
Ray will always say that.
Right.
Cartwright, yeah.
When he's not watching women's soccer.
Yeah, when he's not being a total creep. I had to text Jacob and be like, we need to keep an eye on Ray. Something's going on with Ray.
I don't think he...
you can't be that much into gymnastics, okay? That's not happening.
I think it's acceptable if your daughter's in them, like mine is.
Well,
I go watch my daughter in gymnastics, but once you're kind of
not 37 not 37-year-old single guys. No, Ray, we're watching you. All right, I'm watching you, Ray. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him to death. But whenever something inevitably happens, I will be like, never saw it coming. Never.
He's a good guy until he gets arrested, right?
He's a really good guy, man. I didn't even know. Except for this audio on this podcast, we're like, Brad knew the whole time. Yeah. So before the podcast, I did have a beer emergency. I had 3 beers left in the refrigerator, which I thought was definitely going to work. I mean, 3 beers sounds like a pretty good night.
Yeah,
that would be a good night for me.
I mean, I'm not getting hammered or anything, but I was like,
if I get the 3, I'd be like, man.
Yeah. But if I mean, if I get to 3 and I'm done, then what happens if I'm like, well, I want one more? So
drink some water. I don't
know. But I was
doesn't have alcohol.
But so in the hotel that I'm at, there is a Walmart literally in the parking lot. Like the Walmart's across the street. So I'm like,
Louisiana.
No, this is Little Rock, by the way. You missed that, Brandon.
Oh, Little Rock.
Yeah, I'm in Little Rock now. I'm moving up. Which, by the way, if you rank the states, Louisiana is below Arkansas. Easily.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
On that, I think anything that's east of there, Louisiana, really bad. I don't think I've been to one clean place. In the state of
like when you stop in Jackson, Mississippi, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on here,
dude?" I swear to God, every place there, your feet stick to the ground in Mississippi.
Yeah, it's everything.
I've never stopped at a place that has clean floors.
It's the humidity and
I don't understand what it is.
I was gonna say something, but sticky stuff.
Yeah, well, I kind of know what you're getting at, but it's.
It's like the drink that you had tonight.
What's that?
It's the drink that you had tonight.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that just hanging on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, look at you, yeah. Yeah, the stereotyping there. But yeah, probably.
Anyways, now, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I was like, I'm going to walk over, and it's 9:50. I looked at it, and it was 9:54. I'm like, okay, if you're going, I'm going off of, Parker County Walmart, kind of thing. And I'm like, man, if I go into my Walmart at 9:54, it's going to be a ghost town of me and a bunch of goat herding, like hillbillies, it's not going to be, it's not going to be a real, I can navigate. There's going to be an open, teller, but I get in there. And
you might have somebody wandering in from the strip club. That's on
Toledo. Maybe. I don't think so. Off of Linkcrest.
20.
20 Linkcrest. Hold on, what's Stove saying? Stove is saying working on it. Okay. So Stove will be joining us during this.
Oh, there you go.
So I walk over and I'm like, oh, it's pretty quiet. And I kind of walk up and it sounds like, the parking lot of maybe a local school. Like it's just a lot of bass going on. and
People,
and it's like really.
So you mean like a high school?
Yeah, it's not
like a.
Yeah, did I say just a regular school?
Parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said regular school. I don't think they're bumping it like elementary school. Well, maybe in some.
Well,
elementary schools.
You don't know. You don't know that.
Yeah.
But yes, I was talking about more or less a high school. I apologize. But I get in there. I was like, damn, it's like really busy for like this time. The number one, I walk into the door and it fucking doesn't open. So I'm like, oh, this is the best Walmart ever. And by the way, it did not look like, I've been to this Walmart multiple times. It's not like a rundown Walmart. This seems like a fairly, and we're in Walmart world over here. In Arkansas, they have the best. They have the best Walmarts. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it.
Usually, but what part of Little Rock are we talking about?
I guess it's kind of the west side over here. I mean, it's not too bad.
That should be the the cleaner side.
It is a cleaner side. It's no east side, which I've never been to. It just feels like it's bad over there. Another Walmart story is my wife came up here with the girls and we were going up to Missouri for vacation. And we were like, hey, we're just going to go to the Walmart over here and just pick up a few things. And we get there and the guy comes out and he's like, here's your stuff. And he goes, all right, y'all ain't gonna stay around here, are you? I'm like, no, we're just blowing up. He's like, oh, good, because everybody getting shot around here. I'm like, what? I was like, and my wife just looks at me and goes, "You've been here for like a month." Like, I was like, "No, I'm good."
Malcolm X Boulevard part of Little Rock, is that?
You know what? Yeah, it's a very diverse town. When I mean diverse, I mean not diverse at all. Like, I mean, and it's not racist to say there's a lot of black folks here, and I would say a good amount of them are good, wholesome folks. And then there are just some fun derelicts around here, you know. Just but a matter of circumstance. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There's gonna be some derelicts everywhere you go. I know in Denver, in downtown Denver, man. There's a lot of those. All over
my God,
the city.
I think I would take these folks better than Denver. Bunch of dirty hippies. Fuck them.
Hey, yeah, it's a different kind of derelict.
God, it's like, you fucking crackheads. Get that fuck away from me. Yeah. They do have a homeless issue over here, which, I mean, where I'm just like, they need to tidy these motherfuckers out of here. I fucking hate homeless. Are we going on the I hate homeless wagon as well? I just cannot stand homeless.
That wasn't on my bingo card, but sure.
Yeah.
If you want.
I'm going to not. Let's go over everything. What does Brad hate right now? Fucking hate. You want to talk? You want to talk about what is it? What was that fucking event?
Delonte West is still homeless, isn't he?
Oh God, Delonte?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. Sorry. That's all I'll say. No, breakdancing in the Olympics. Let me get started on that.
Okay. What's your opinion on it?
That's stupid looking. I watched one where this white lady was doing some goofy shit, and there's a black guy in the background going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking at it like, number one, I don't think it should be in the Olympics, right? I mean, does anyone think that? But I mean,
I was surprised that people still breakdance. I mean, I thought we left that behind.
I was like, what?
Right.
I was like,
a
say,
Run DMC thing.
Yeah, it's an '80s thing. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I remember when I was in school, I remember some kids doing it towards like when I was like a freshman, sophomore, maybe like in high school. So this is like in the late 90s. I remember it kind of being a big thing for a couple years. But I mean, you know, like I was saying, it looked stupid, you know, what she was doing, but like, did it look any different from, like, it didn't look much different from what the other people were doing that was considered good.
I know.
You know?
That's the kind of thing where I was
like, yeah, this is stupid, but like the good people look stupid as shit too.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know, I don't know.
Well, it's not like I was just so now they're getting into like the what is that gymnastic shit that I saw some lady with, it looked like with a hula hoop or something.
The rhythmic gymnastics.
Yeah, rhythmic gymnastics. But that looked impressive.
Hula hoop and the cat toy.
Yeah. That shit looked impressive. But I was not so much the cat toy. The cat toy does not look impressive.
Streamers.
It just reminds me of Will Ferrell. I'm just like, what is it? But
old school.
By the way, I think I am Olympic stout. I think I've hit my peak amount of Olympics, and I think I'm done. We're out of it. We're out of events that I care about. I think we're getting into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I guess there's not much left that I really care. I mean, I was watching like the gold medal soccer game today, but I didn't watch all of it. I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, but that's the like going with basketball. Like, who gives a fuck? I do not care about these dumb millionaires who
I mean, we were all rooting against the U.S.
Oh, we were pro Serbia all the way. I was
so close.
Not Kevin Durant.
I was translating everything in Serbia. Yeah, and Serbian. What did I say? Serbia. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Yeah, we were all.
I don't know how there are people that are like that are Mavericks fans. I mean, just like Americans in general. Like I was saying, like it was almost like un-American to root for those guys.
I know that was a funny tweet that you had, and I was like, he is not wrong at all, because this is not. I mean, it's not like the good hometown. Like, I mean, I guess with like the '92 Olympics, those guys were all fucking so likable. Like, every last one of them. I mean,
I'm not going to root for a Devin Booker make, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, these guys are all.
Give me a break, dude.
These guys are fucking assholes. Way. Yeah, and it's even funny the what's his Jason Tatum's getting totally fucked in the lineups. And it's even causing a bunch of other fans going like, fuck these United. I hope fucking France beats the fuck out of them. I mean, I don't know.
I'm like, I just kind of don't like them because they're all just kind of assholes in general. That, like, I don't really know how much they love the country. They're always criticizing it whenever they have the chance to. Like, I'm not going to root for LeBron, dude. Like,
yeah, fuck that guy.
I mean.
And why did LeBron get like 20 years older in the last month?
I mean, he is kind of getting older. It looks like he's let the gray kind of start to show in his beard. You could tell that he always dyed it. Well, not always dyed it, but dyed it for like a while. But now I think he's just letting the gray grow out.
I've never understood about LeBron. I'm like, dude, shave your dumb beard. It's always been bad.
It's really it's kind of weird because he does that like pencil thin mustache right above the lip.
Yeah.
Instead of letting like the whole, like mustache part. I don't think he should honestly shave his head because he's obviously bald.
He should go because dude. Let me pencil this thing in with LeBron. I could make, and he has billions of dollars to try to make him look halfway decent. He looks like a fucking idiot. I love that.
I know. Yeah. I don't think he shaves his head because I think people would think that he's copying Jordan if he did that, and he doesn't. He wants to be his own person.
I guess.
I honestly think that's why he doesn't.
Or he should have just literally 20 years old and be like, "This, I've been wearing this huge headband since I was 20. I should have just gotten the thing, and we would have all like what's that English soccer player who he was my age, like really young, and he's like." Just I don't know.
Wayne Rooney?
Yeah, Wayne Rooney just showed up with a head full of hair, and everyone was like, "That's weird." When we just got over it, like he just had it.
Like, I got a hair transplant.
And if LeBron would have done that, I think we would have been like, all right. And he had like he started having like cornrows or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not a very likable group of players for sure.
No, it's up and down. I'm trying to think of like the one
if
that
lose to France. God, that would have been so great if Serbia beat him, man. Like I would have. Jokic would have been my like all-time like favorite player because he would have, because he's knocked LeBron out the last 2 years, and if he would have knocked him out in the Olympics, man, that would have been my goat, knocking LeBron out like that.
Yeah,
like 3 straight tournaments basically. But they came so close. God, that would have been so funny.
Oh,
but
to bronze them, man, that would have been so great. And the papers would have wrote them LeBron's. That'd be so great.
You have to put that. I can't use that joke anymore.
Great.
I did steal it from somewhere else, but yeah.
Oh, that would have been so. Well, maybe they wouldn't have won the bronze. You never know. They would have had to have played Germany. That would have been a tough game.
It would have.
And that
was Dirk playing in that game.
Also,
was Dirk playing in that game? It's a joke.
No,
it's a joke.
I
know he's not playing in it.
We would have watched the game.
I fucking hate that Destin takes everything that I say serious. No, actually, no. It's like Dirk's actually really old. Like, shut up, Destin.
Yeah, not Dirk.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah.
But I mean, I think I definitely peaked at like, I would say 1,600 meter men's, and I think I'm done. Nothing could have topped that. I think I was done. Did I say the right number? By the way, I'm totally terrible at is it 15 or is it 16? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 15. I watched the women's 10,000 meters.
Oh,
today it was like a 30-minute race. It takes them like 30 minutes.
Oh,
and I'm like, man, how fucking miserable must it be to race 10,000 meters?
What did
6 miles?
It's awful.
What did Fontaine? What
yeah.
did Fontaine run? I'm so stupid. I don't even know what he ran.
I thought he ran the 400 meters and the 200 meters, right?
Okay.
Was he a long distance runner?
Prefontaine. I was like, I said his name wrong. Prefontaine. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I like.
I thought he was a short distance runner. I don't know.
Okay.
Speaking of track, how hard is it to pass a baton?
I heard my wife told me about that.
This is the fifth straight Olympics to where the 4x100 relay team has issues passing the baton for some reason.
Yeah, that is bizarre. I don't know.
He ran the hold on. He won a gold.
Maybe they need to wear like the NFL receiver gloves.
Perhaps. Carl Lewis got on Twitter and apparently said, they just need to tear the track and field program from top to bottom just because of that one event.
What didn't he like trained some kid? I don't even know. I'm talking about this. I'm not even caring. Okay. Anyways, I don't even. You ever get started on a conversation? You're like, dude, I don't care about anything I'm about to say. Prefontaine ran he won the gold in the Pan American Games in 1971 for the 5,000 meter.
Huh.
Which
and he would
is that like
he competed in Munich, right?
Did he have like the 13.1 on his car? Like, what did he do? Which one is that?
That would be the half marathon if it's 13.1.
Yeah.
I know. I was just joking. I have no idea. 10,000 meters. I don't know what that is. That could either be 100 miles or 20 miles. I have no idea what 10,000 meters.
I don't use the metrics.
I know. They need to have a dumb American. They need to have a dumb American.
You tell me, is that a 10-mile race? Okay, cool. 10 miles. Yeah, that's a long time. 8 miles, cool. Yeah, I get it. 10,000 meters. You might as well tell me 1,000,000 meters because I don't know the exact distance on that. It's like, okay, I saw that they ran for like 30 minutes today. I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like, it must be miserable just running around on like in that like in a circle on that track for 30 minutes. God,
20 laps.
Yeah, that's awful, man.
Well,
I couldn't even imagine. What a beating.
Did they do like they did this running thing, but not running, the speed walking. I don't know what they call that. Don't they have a special name for that?
I think it's called speed walking.
Oh,
are you talking about like the thing like Chris Paul did, like in like the State Farm commercial?
Yeah, but it's like a legitimate thing. But I think they like, do they do the same thing where they road do it and then they bring it into the stadium? Like you have to like.
Like they race outside the stadium and then go into it.
Yeah, but like
the marathon, right?
Yeah, but it's that might be true. But I always thought, they speed walk like 100, not 100 meters, but like 400 meters. Like
it'd be like a 20-second race.
That would be so funny.
It's me. Like, don't they kind of look totally ridiculous and like effeminate speed walking? Could you like seriously do that and not feel ridiculous within like 5 seconds? There's no way you could do it.
And
right?
there's
without laughing at yourself.
And there's like a lot of like rules. Like there's like serious rules with it. Let's try to pull.
You might as well be skipping. Like I can't believe that they haven't ever done like skipping as an event.
Skipping. Yeah, skipping.
It's like when they get down to the end, and then that's. There we go.
We don't need the actual sound of it, but this is them speed walking. Is this in slow motion or is this how they actually go?
I don't know.
Come on, I want to see.
They just kind of look. I don't know.
Seriously,
like when they get to the end and kind of look at each other and just kind of pick up the pace.
Yeah,
just kind of like trying to psych each other out. It kind of reminds me of like people wheelchair racing or something.
God, I need to pay my internet bill.
It's kind of bizarre. They do kind of look ridiculous.
Okay, but I want to see the actual speed walking, not slow motion of the speed walking. That doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, the people are like, hurry up, walk faster. And I'm like, I'm walking as fast as I can.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let me. The other one was the one down there was the speed climbing. That shit's insane.
Oh yeah, some kid from Southlake won gold, I think.
Really? That's all like some
speed climbing.
I saw some lady
they literally shoot up the 20-foot wall and like 4 seconds.
What is he doing? Okay, sorry, we're watching speed walking and some.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I had to tell my daughter. I wasn't trying.
They listen to this.
I was trying to say China man, and I said Chinaman on accident. But I was like, I'm sorry.
Proper nomenclature.
Brad is like 100 years old. Call him the Chinaman.
Chinaman. But I told my daughter, I was like, don't say Chinaman. She just literally.
That's like my.
I love a kid's like innocence. Like, what's wrong? They're from China. They're men. Oh, what? It's a Chinaman. No. You can't say that. It's not good.
It's like the.
But like that
Nathan
guy had his
Lane,
strization.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, look, they
Yeah.
run underneath the Eiffel Tower. How about that? I don't know. I don't know if I have enough an affection for Paris or whatever. I do think it's a fairly good venue, except for like you can't swim in that dumb river. But,
the Rhines.
Yeah.
Rhines.
Which, by the way,
whatever it is.
Oh my God,
It's $1.4 billion to try to clean it up.
Yeah.
So it's like their version of the Trinity.
Right. I think
Worse.
Worse.
There's stories from the swimmers about how when they were swimming under the bridges, and they're like, I can't even mention what I saw.
What did they
Oh my
put?
God.
Okay, did they explain like what are they doing? Is there some French deaths that are going on here that are throwing? That's what happens to the Trinity River. But
They've just never allowed the swimming in that river for like the last 100 years because it's just so dirty.
Ugh.
And apparently whatever system they tried to clean it up with was just using a new sewage, diverting the water to their sewage system. But then they said every time it would rain that it would just overwhelm the system and cause it to back up, basically.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about that. But number one, I didn't know that there was a fucking. This is how bad I am with geography and knowing what's in Paris and what's in around that area. I didn't know there was a river that ran through Paris.
Yeah.
So like with the opening games going and they're all on boats, I'm like, fuck, they're on a boat? What are the? It's like right there.
Where are they? Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
yeah.
okay. Well, which I thought was kind of cool, but I was always like, oh, I don't know. I had it in my mind that it was just the Eiffel Tower's there and there's just a bunch of land. Didn't know it was a nice little river.
I think a lot of major cities over there, that are old and stuff. I mean, they have the river running through them just because that's how they transported goods and stuff back then. So I mean, they had to have the river.
And irrigation.
in them.
Irrigation was huge.
Yeah.
Lots of irrigation. Yeah, I know it's stupid. I it makes sense, but I'm also just like.
But you're right. Yeah, no, I probably haven't thought of that in years.
No,
so,
I didn't. I did not know. Maybe I thought the river was much further, but it's like fucking right there next to the tower. And I mean, I guess it makes sense now. I mean, but maybe I thought there was a body of water, but I didn't think it was a river running through there. Was it? Is it kind of a river?
I always think of the river in the middle of Venice.
Yeah.
The whatever river that is.
Yeah, I could get that one. I can get that one down. But okay.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of Brad being a total fucking idiot. But that's it. My bad.
So how about the handball and the?
Dude, I saw that you were really pumping up the handball, and I'm like, I don't know.
Handball's pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool sport, dude.
It's
got all the elements of, what makes like a good athlete.
It's still
jump, throw.
It's still just so. You know what the deal is with it? It's still just so European.
It is definitely European.
It's just so European.
But the guys are pretty big and tough who play it.
Oh, it's kind of like watching. It's kind of like watching water polo. You're like, dude, these dudes are.
It's not really diving. Oh yeah, water polo is one of my favorites to watch.
Yeah, water polo. Those dudes are. I'm like, God damn, those motherfuckers are.
They'll chill underwater shots, and they're just like pushing each other and just elbowing.
While staying above. That's fucking insane.
I don't know how they last and swim down from one side to the other side once.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even do that one time.
No.
I don't even know. I mean,
that touching the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, the stamina that you got to have to be able to be in that is fucking amazing. I don't even understand how you do it, but
All right.
Whatever.
So we are now joined by a really good man. Really good man. Stove.
From an island.
The good man.
Yeah, because
in the Caribbean.
My camera's not working.
It's okay. You don't need your fucking camera. We're fine.
No.
I think your camera actually makes it worse.
That's a pretty nice view there, though.
Yeah. You're on the beach.
Hubbard.
You're on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
What part of Forney is that?
South side.
South side? Yeah, sweet. What I figured.
Well, welcome, Stove. We were just wrapping up Olympics talk, so if you had anything to add.
Oh.
No,
I was just making sure I didn't miss Walmart talk. So.
Oh well, we already went through Walmart talk. Well, I guess I didn't finish my Walmart story, but I don't know. I can get into that here in a second. But
No, okay.
I will let me get up and wrap this up in a little bow with the Olympics. Probably the most into the Olympics I've been in a while.
Me too.
I don't think I've been in.
I've watched as much of it as I have.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think it is you guys' fault because you are like, dude, are you fucking? I'm like, dude, I'm fucking working. I can't watch fucking dodgeball right now or whatever the fuck is going on. But I'm just like
the last 2 weeks. My first order of business at work is to turn on the gold zone on the iPad.
Yeah, I know.
So,
you're over here. Stove is always beating me up. Like, dude, you fucking do that. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking. I barely have time to watch this in the evening when it's all done. Let alone.
Yeah, and I'm such a snob too. I can't even watch in the evening. I'm like, it's not live. I'm out.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
Olympics.
Kind of the way that I am too. I like that it's actually on like early. So
yeah,
me too.
It looks exactly like the soccer that we.
Okay.
That we watch like
we get it. You're European.
Done early and you got your nights.
You wake up in the morning and just turn the TV on.
I honestly like it better.
Well, I think again, what's nice about the primetime Paris is it's all in a nice bow, and they do not. I mean, nothing. I don't have to wait around for anything. I know the Gold Zone does that, but it's like, oh my god, I do not care about like archery or whatever, like ping pong or darts or whatever the
skeet shooting.
Hey, I don't mind some skeet shooting. Okay, I love
I don't think any of us mind skeet shooting.
I love a good skeet shooting. But I will say, skeet shooting's fun. Watching skeet shooting, not that great because they don't have the graphics ready for it. Because you just like see puffs of smoke, and you're like, is that good? How many did he miss? I can't even see. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem with that. You couldn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. If they missed it, they just see the little red dot. But I'm like, okay, but where was it? I can even see where the fuck they hit it. Yeah. But by the way, those guns are fucking badass.
Yeah.
Those shotguns are.
You might watch any of the field hockey.
I was gonna say, God, that looks so dumb. That's the dumbest.
It's weird, isn't it? Like,
it's
kind of like roller hockey, except they're using their like.
Yeah, but they should wear skirts. They should wear skirts while they're doing it because
the women wear like the skirts. Right?
I know, but it's like the field hockey. I think of Catholic schoolgirls playing field hockey, but when dudes are, it's like they're like sitting there rolling around with little. I don't know why.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the Catholic schoolgirls. Maybe that should be their uniform. Then we might be a little more interested. But
dude, it's pretty
wild.
It's kind of an effeminate position. Like field hockey should only be for the females, and men like.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, I would.
It's like watching
I would make fun of any dude playing.
It's like watching the men, and it's not the men's beach volleyball. I'm talking about the men's volleyball, and it's hilarious to watch these dudes. Which I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Play volleyball?
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Do you know dudes that are like?
I don't. I know it's big, like on the West Coast.
Is it?
Like they like it.
Oh, you know what?
It's like a high school sport for males on the West Coast, but here it's not a high school male sport.
Well, it's kind of like lacrosse on the Northeast. In the Northeast. It's the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
You're right. It does seem to be a West Coast thing.
I'm just saying nefarious things are happening after the volleyball practice. I'm maybe not nefarious, but ungodly things are probably happening.
I know what you mean.
Okay, we're going to play volleyball, and then we're going to do fucking terrible things to each other after the volleyball practice. No, I was only thinking about what that HBO documentary about the guy who had that sex cult. Somebody spit it out. I don't know. Nvidia? No, that's a stock.
Oh God, I can't.
Nexium, something like that. But the guy,
Son of Sam killer?
No, the guy, no, not Son of Sam. No, the guy who had.
Sorry, that was out of left field.
Yeah, it's okay. But the guy who had the sex cult, they would literally, all right, we're gonna do the whole, whatever culty shit we're doing, and at the end of this, we're gonna play volleyball, and then I'm gonna rape y'all all. So that's why I say volleyball. Sometimes there's some bad things going on after that. And that was
I'm curious why I haven't started a sex cult to become a member of one.
Well, it starts in volleyball. So volleyball, I don't know what comes first, the sex cult or the volleyball. We don't know.
You guys have seen the like the docuseries Candy about like the local lady that killed the like the wife of the guy that she was sleeping with.
The one up north, where was that at? North Texas.
In Wiley.
Yeah, Wiley. Yeah, I think I started it, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah, well, they were playing co-ed volleyball together and decided to have an affair.
Oh, see?
While they were playing co-ed volleyball.
Yes, that's right. Only bad shit happened, and then they fucking killed somebody, right?
Yeah. She ended up killing the guy's wife. Later on.
Volleyball, evil.
She got out of it because she said that she was being attacked, but she still stabbed the lady with an axe like 100 times. So
100 times.
She got out of it though.
It seems a little overkill.
Seems a little excessive.
Yeah, it's like
it is.
Over 11 over 11 strikes with an axe. What are you doing? Because you get 11 strikes.
Yeah,
you get 11 strikes done, man.
It's a pretty fascinating case, though. Like if you go back and
that's double the wax of Lizzie Borden.
Yeah.
But if you do 100 strikes with an axe, that means you literally go, all right, I got to go inside. I got to get some water. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get 50 more done. I got to get 50.
She tried to claim that she went above her body and was out of her body and wasn't in her body anymore while she was doing all the stabbing.
That happens all the time.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I always just like,
so
I'm above my body, almost axe murdering, but I come back down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Did anybody bitch about breakdancing?
We just did.
Or was it just me?
No, it was just.
Oh, yeah.
No. I didn't know if you were gonna come on, but I wanted to bitch about. Yeah. But
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we already talked about break.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to go back into it. I'm like, that was a shock to me today. I'm like watching Gold Zone. All of a sudden, Scott Hansen's talking about break dancing. I'm like, okay, out. No interest.
Yeah, breakdance fighting like in Zoolander.
Oh, the fucking! I just didn't realize the game got rained out.
Oh, the Rangers,
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, I have some buddies that are up there. They were supposed to go to the game tonight. My softball team is up in New York, and they're like, "Well, I guess we can't go to the game." I'm like, "Oh, that sucks."
Oops.
You know?
Nothing else to do up there, so
yeah. So, oh well. Bummer.
That is a bummer. So yeah, the Rangers. By the way, man, I don't know, the Rangers White House thing was yesterday. Yeah. Any thoughts about that? Go ahead.
Biden doesn't look like he's in great shape, does he?
Biden looked absolutely out of it, and it was it was funny to watch the reactions from the guys who were like, I know Corey Seager already doesn't emote emotions, but he was just like, this is fucking retarded. I'm not doing this. Like he was.
All I know is
shut up so we can get out of here.
Yeah.
was watching the video of the players walking up, yesterday.
Okay.
And got irrationally mad at Nathaniel Lowe again.
Oh God.
God. He's really honored.
Oh God. It's so funny. I will say, okay, so while watching it, Adolis Garcia, where's he from? Cuba?
Yes.
Cuba.
Okay.
Yeah.
He can go back if he wants to.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I think he'd have to enter on a boat back. I don't think
know.
he can legally go
I
back.
don't know if that's gonna.
Sadly.
I don't know if that's gonna translate back.
I mean,
Yeah.
I meant to work on his hitting. That's all.
there's other countries in the Caribbean.
Go back to the minors in Cuba.
Oh God! So
Yeah.
if we had this one player, I'm just imagining the Rangers had this this great player who like helped us win a World Series, and he's actually from Africa, and he starts playing bad the next year, and then still goes, he could go back. You know that? What? You want him to go where?
It's kind of funny how they were so good last year, so many of them, and they've all just fallen flat, including him.
I
Yeah.
think
But
again,
it's so weird. I was like,
I think it's
all of them.
I think it's literally just like that, and I hate to say like the magic that just comes like it's nothing that all your stats and all that other shit really go out the window when shit like that happens. Because I think someone, man, they like sparred out like if you scaled out Adolis's play postseason into an entire season, like it's an insane retarded amount, like 86 home runs and 200 and whatever RBIs. Like it was unsustainable, but he came on fire the perfect time. Like
Right.
Yeah, I mean that postseason run that he had, man, that was so fun.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Every
I
fucking
mean,
time.
it was so great. He was so awesome. And,
Yeah. And now he's
man,
just
he's kind of turned.
he's just in his own
It's-
head or
I-
something. I think honestly,
I don't know.
I think he's been exposed too.
He's in danger of not being tendered, right? I mean, he can be non-tendered.
Well, that's what's
in
fun.
the
That's
offseason,
what's
right?
so funny about it. Well, not funny
Yeah,
about
I
it,
mean-
but like literally, we could come up and be like, "Here,
It's hilarious.
we'll give you $1 million, and maybe you make the team." We don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
where I was saying, this motherfucker deserves like $20 million right now.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me in November, I would have like, give this motherfucker $20 million right now.
Well, there's talk also like they're going to non-tender Jonah Heim, and like, I mean, dude, these were all like all-stars. Heim,
Mhm.
Garcia, they were all-stars last year, and now a year later, they're talking about being non-tender.
You know what I'm
Like that's crazy, dude.
I
Just
think-
how far they've fallen.
I think again, there's things that's lightning in the bottle. There's things that happen. I can tell you right now, a lot of things.
They all had career years, basically.
Exactly, all at once. They're like, can we all just have a career year at all once? And then Seager
Well,
and
you
Seager
know
and
what? And they
Simeon.
did,
Hold on.
and
But
I'm
Seager and
fucking glad they
Simeon.
did,
Yeah.
because,
Well, I was
mean-
just gonna say, like, in Seager and Simeon, y'all just do what y'all have always done, because I think they're the most
Yeah,
consistent of
Seager.
all of them. So, but
Simeon's having it down here, too.
Seager's been awesome, but they've had a lot of, they've had a lot of injuries. Obviously, man, Young was out for, 4 months.
Pretty much
when
the
he-
entire season up until
yeah, I mean, he,
coming back.
supposedly he was only supposed to be out like 2 months, and then like for like 2 months they were like, well, he's not swinging a bat, he's sore. And I'm like, dude, like, why is this guy not playing?
Not a
Ridiculous.
setback, though. Not a step back.
I mean, it does kind of raise questions about the.
It was
training
so
staff
weird.
and
what were you saying? Step
Evan
back.
Carter.
Oh
I
God.
said not a setback. I was just kidding.
Oh, you're being an
Oh,
asshole.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said,
Yeah.
and
Not
you're
a
being
setback.
you were being an asshole. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like like with Evan Carter, I was like, well, Evan Carter's gonna win Rookie of the Year this year. Like it's in the cards, and it's like, yeah, he's got a broken back. He
Oh,
can't.
Wyatt
Even,
Langford is.
he can't even walk. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't. Well, I mean, yeah, I think he's got a chance. I guess I don't think. Does he actually have a legitimate chance?
No, not with the
No.
type of year that Wyatt Langford's having. He's just
I mean, he's had a great year. He just
I don't
honestly,
even think he's the double-digit home runs yet.
no. But I mean,
I
he's
think he's like at 7 or 8, maybe. Not that matters or anything, but he just started out so slow.
yeah. When he have a spring training like he had, but it's also just
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know. I mean, we always talked about shit like this where it's like, dude, I would give fucking like they could lose like for the next 5 to 10 years, and I will still be like, you know how we did win that one. But it's also just so
Yeah.
frustrating at the same time. You're like, there's so many good fucking players on here, and everyone's playing
know.
like dog shit. You know,
Yeah.
absolute
Like, I
dog
don't really
shit.
think that the division is very good. I mean, like, I
God
don't
no,
think
we
the
can
Astros are
we
very
still
good.
shit
No,
up,
they're
and
not.
it's and
You
we're
know?
we're still
Like, I don't think the Mariners are very good either. They could win this fucking division very easily, but they just
the only reason
Yeah.
why they didn't sell at the trade deadline is because they were 2.5 games out of the lead.
I know. And
Which-
I don't blame them either for doing that. I think the people,
I
that are
also
kinda
don't
mad at
blame them
you
for
know,
going
not
all in
selling them,
either.
Like,
All-
yeah, you know,
all
I'm like,
in,
dude, you
but hold
can't
on,
sit there and pitch. Like, you can't not try. Like, you're like, you just won the World Series last year. Like, how can you sit there and sell to these, dudes who want to win, who are the players,
yeah,
that you're not going to try for the rest of the season and trade? You can't. I mean, it's easy to fucking do that
yeah.
and say, oh, well, yeah, but they don't think like we do, where we're like, well, that home run in the 5th inning. Well, I guess the season's over. Well, they should have sold. Season's over.
Well,
They don't think that way. And
yeah.
so
Here's the only thing I want
really
to.
tough to do that.
Here's the only thing I want to say on that though. Like, again, I think Bochy was just so perfect for last year, whereas now this year, Bochy might be the worst idea for this year because
Yeah,
because
that's
it-
true.
because it's just literally all right. He had that motivation, he had that whole thing, and now we need someone to go, hey, Adolis, you suck mad dicks right now, and you have got to stop this shit now, or I'm gonna fucking send you
Yeah.
to fucking Round Rock. And I don't know if he could
Yeah,
do
they
it.
need someone to
He
stop a
couldn't.
butthole in their
I don't
ass.
think he has options, but I'm just saying in a sense. Or I'll send you to fucking Chicago. I'll send you to fucking White Sox right now for nothing.
This is kind of what Bochy and the Giants did, when they were winning 3 World Series in 5 years. They'd win a World Series and then be
Yeah.
shit the next year.
Yeah, they missed the
And then they
postseason every time. The year following, whenever they won the World Series, they never made the postseason the year after.
Were,
Yeah.
were
So
they
this
this
is
bad
this
though?
is just what they do. His teams do for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I don't know if it's, and again, dude, it's so hard though too, because I think we underestimate just how grueling the playoffs are. Like that shit seemed like it
They're
went.
long.
That shit seemed like it went. It's kind of like when hockey. Like I don't know how the fuck they play that much playoff hockey. But you add that many games to playing the game and to pitching the game. It's like we're lucky we're getting as good of Nathan Eovaldi as we're getting. But you see Scherzer, and we're like, dude, that motherfucker needs to go to the retirement home. He is done. Like he is not the dude. And you might see things. And I love still watching Scherzer pitch when he gets to. Which again, I don't think is he totally out yet? Like, have they shut him down?
I mean,
He's on the
it's his
IL
back.
right now, right?
Yeah, it's his back, I think, right?
No, it's his arm.
No.
He's literally like,
Shoulder.
I can't.
Shoulder.
He's
Yeah,
like,
he's-
I'm too tired. And it's like, what do you put IL for? IL, age. Like, it's
Yeah.
not, if anything,
Old.
like, nothing's torn. It's just, I can't get out of bed. And
It's like I'm 41.
I throw and I want to die. How about that? Like,
Yeah.
that's all it is. So, and there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
can barely throw with my kid. let alone throw 90 in a big league game. I can't even imagine.
Again, I'm 37 and I woke up and my fucking shoulder, I couldn't move my shoulder. So and I do way less energy than these fucking guys.
Yeah.
So
I heard myself throwing a softball a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I can barely throw with my kid.
But it's
like stupid.
Here's what I was saying though, like again, so like next year though, what the fuck are they gonna do? Because
I still think that they're set up for the long term.
Oh, hold on.
They just have a few.
Okay. Do we need to pull
Kumar
Rocker? Yeah,
Kumar Rocker's close. He's going to be in the rotation next year.
Did you see what he did tonight?
Okay, well, explain. I've not seen that he's been pitching. So, has he been good?
He started pitching about 2 weeks ago, and he's just been dominant.
Yeah, and
did he talk to his? Did he talk to his friend Jack? Did he talk to his friend Jack and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I don't. I think Rocker's definitely moved past Leiter.
That's fucking insane. Because they laughed at the Kumar.
Eight.
Yeah.
He had like 8 strikeouts tonight, right? On 4 innings, something like that.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's an easy 99. I mean, it's just he's looking really, really good.
Wow.
Okay. Like, yeah. So I don't know, but
and Cody Bradford. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but okay.
Back problems.
Yeah,
right?
I'm glad he had a nice 4-month vacation too. That's good.
Dude, leave my Alito boy alone. All right.
He was so good early this year, man.
I know.
He was really good.
I think he will be fine. I think he will be fine.
You remember Stove? Jared told us like in the group, he's like, yeah, he's about to be out for like a long time, and we're like, oh really? Like a couple weeks or something. He's like, no, like months. We're like, great.
Yeah, awesome, great time. We love that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have Jared Sandler in your Tottenham group?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a great cut.
He's a little busy right now, so he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't say a whole lot.
Stove just texted. He's like, Jared, what's going on? How you doing?
Every now and then he'll say something.
Yeah.
Be like,
and then you have a side chat. Be like, dude, did you see what fucking Jared said? It's fucking great, man.
Yeah, no.
Well, like he actually like during the game the other day. There's a Rangers day game, and I think we're messaging about Tottenham, and he jumped on there and liked a message or something. So we know he sees it. He's just busy.
No,
we get it.
He definitely looks at it. Yeah, it was one of the games that he was calling too.
Yeah,
and we're like,
yes.
Like, what are you doing, dude?
Well,
like, get back on the mic. Like, I know you're calling the game.
I have an Olympic text thread, and Dave Raymond's on it. So, yeah.
Oh well, there you go. Way to go.
You know what's weird is I keep seeing people bitch about Dave Raymond on Twitter, and I'm like,
they can go.
Love that dude.
They can go.
He's really grown on me.
They can go fuck right off. He's great. I'm gonna get another beer.
He's better than Radigan. Like, I didn't really like him at first, but he's great now. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I think so too.
People like, honestly,
he loves the Astros. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't really mind. Bashik either is like the color commentary guy. I think that's actually pretty good because he doesn't like talk a lot. He lets Dave talk more, which I think is good.
Okay, we're gonna.
Certainly wasn't the way last year when it was CJ.
I mean, dude, CJ would.
Oh my God,
he's like smart, but he talked too much, dude. Like he wouldn't stop talking. I'm so glad whenever he left to, I think he went to the Braves or something. But,
Braves.
Well, let's end this talk with announcer tiers. I don't know if y'all delved much into this. Can we rank the guy? I mean, I've got my rankings already. Y'all let me know what y'all have right now for color.
Who's the announcer rankings
for color right now? Because is there 3 right now in the rotation, or is there 4?
Oh, for the Rangers?
Yes.
There's David Murphy,
Dave Valley, right?
Dave Valley,
and Mike Bassick. Is there another wild card? Is Dwayne Wade?
Jared will sometimes call play-by-play on TV.
Is Dwayne Wade doing color
Jared's
as well?
TV a couple times.
No one.
I would say it goes.
No one caught that joke.
Dwayne Wade.
Shut
No,
up.
I got it.
Everyone's like, no, Dwayne Wade is definitely not doing it. I don't know what he's. Just a fucking.
Oh my god, dude, he's the worst,
He's
dude.
the
I
fucking
heard someone say, like after like his first game, that when he said like the he, like the he him pronoun thing, that it was cool. I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna listen to you say something again because that
Can't
was
stand him.
Yeah, he's terrible. So
dumbest shit ever. Like,
Yeah,
there's only one reason why he said that.
I
And,
know,
like,
because
we all know what it is.
Yeah, it's this goofy whatever shit going on.
Yeah,
there.
his son or whatever. is a
Whatever
girl.
that's
I
going
mean,
on.
you know, whatever. That's that's his business. I don't really care, but yeah,
I don't gotta know that.
sucks. Anyways,
So let me
Plus
go ahead. Finish your thought on that. But
well, no, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, he just sucks.
yeah,
D Wade.
Thanks, Dustin. Thanks for clearing that.
Anyway, go ahead.
It's like finish your thought. He sucks.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dwayne Wade sucks dick. Bye bye.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm never gonna say, hey, man, D Wade, awesome guy. No,
I fucking
dude, like,
hate.
No.
But see, that's what's
Give
so
me a
funny.
break.
That's what's so funny about the universe. The universe takes care of things. Because he didn't make Dwayne Wade and be like, you know what? He did all that shit back in the day to torture you through all, but we're going to turn him into a good guy. And then the universe said, nah, he's going to be a fucking idiot and do all the dumbest shit you've ever seen. He's going to try to get something. Like, didn't he have a fucking game show for like 5 seconds? And I was like, who the fuck gave him that shit? He's a fucking dipshit, non-charismatic piece of shit. All right. Anyways, Dave Valley is. I got Dave Valley.
Dwayne Wade and Dave Valley in the same sentence.
Dude. Yeah. Who would have thought? Who put that in the
only on this podcast?
Yeah,
if you had that in your immaculate grid on another dumb podcast, this is
bingo.
Yeah, bingo. You got it. By the way, so I do have, and I haven't listened to I've listened to quite a few games this year. By the way, probably more games than I did last year by a mile. But
I've definitely watched more this year because my son has gotten really, really, really into baseball. So
him.
I've watched more this year.
Him. Yeah.
But yeah.
But so as I rank them right now, I would have Dave Valley at the top of the list as my favorite color guy. Second is fucking tough because we will discuss each one through this out, and I will send this around the horn. Okay, shut up, Stove. And then I have a distant second. I have Mike Bassick, and then David Murphy. And then whoever else is Emily Jones do a fucking game now? I mean, I don't know who else has a game, but
oh my god, I'm not talking about her.
Yeah, I can't with her, man.
Just all right, move on.
We've had our conversations about her.
Yes.
Those need to remain private.
Yes, those stay inside the chat. By the way, if you want to know about this chat,
let's not make those public.
Please DM me at I am Brad C. You can I'll let you in on all those. So
please don't let them look at the past messages where I've talked about.
Man,
dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for the mole to get in our chat and be like, "This is what they said." And I really
Chinese women look really ugly.
And we're literally going to be like, yeah, he was spot on.
Like, yeah, I think the Chinese female athletes.
I have no idea what's going on there. And by the way, I think the mole is going to be Jay, but I can't prove it. I think the mole is Jay.
Jay's posing as a film critic.
Yeah, exactly. And then he'll say something very offensive, and I'll be like, maybe he's not. I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
he's Rhea Ripley loving movie critic that's a mole.
Yeah, exactly. Slipknot it. So go around the horn. Stove, you first. Give me your rankings. Do you agree with that ranking or not?
Yeah, no, completely. But I have thoughts on Dave Valley because I really do like it. I enjoy it when he's on. He's not on miniseries. He really isn't.
No.
But I also have a hard time with. I know he played here, but it was brief, right? Like, what are his ties here other than in that brief amount of time?
I get that, but it's more substantial.
Does he live here?
Does he live here? Like,
I don't
because I remember he was doing like Mariner broadcasts, maybe not that long ago.
No, and I always
the Mariners like post game.
I always considered Dave Valley like a Mariner at all times.
Yeah,
so when
he was on the Mariners teams, with the
he just swam through here.
Griffey Jr. and stuff, Randy Johnson. He was on the first team that won the AL West here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know where he got 2001 from, but yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at his Wikipedia page. He was here from 95 to 96. So
yeah.
I remember he was on. Wow. Yeah. He was catching a Sunday game I went to, and I vividly recall this game because I went to it with my dad. And it was like a Sunday afternoon. They were playing the Blue Jays, and he struck out looking, and he broke a bat over his knee, and he got ejected.
Oh, really?
And I was sitting about 3 rows behind the first base dugout, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I saw a guy break his bat over his knee, and it was Dave Valley. And for what I mean, I know that's a super pointless story, but it was really cool, I thought. And that's really the only memory that I have of him here is that he broke a bat over his knee because he was pissed off because he struck out looking.
I was trying to think of a player that I saw break the bat, which I think was kind of bullshit. I think he'd already cracked it and pissed. So I think he broke it, but I can't remember who the fuck that was. Here's my thing. Here's my thing on Dave Valley, though. And yes, he is a super Yankee, but I will take talent over like, okay, let's get Jim Sundberg in there, or
Hey, Sonny was awesome there for a while. In the
early 90s. The way, okay. Well, let's wrap up this conversation because I think we should just run into a dogs here in a second, and y'all can break away whenever y'all want. I'm not gonna say please. Okay, stay for the next 2 hours for the. And we're gonna do a quick Watch Dogs, but yeah, I listened to a Jim Sundberg, and who was the other guy who was with him? I can't remember.
Busby?
Oh, it was Busby. Yeah,
it was Busby. Were they're the team.
They were the CBS
Buzz and
team.
Sonny, man, like in the early '90s, like those two were the voices of my early childhood.
They were the voices of my generation.
Yeah, like that was it, man.
Yeah, I did watch it with it was Jim Sundberg. They were the CBS crew. Which CBS apparently had rights to. They had rights.
The super ones.
Yeah, they had rights.
Yeah,
the super ones.
God, I haven't thought about that in 30 years, man. But yeah.
Let me see if I can pull one of these up. But
what game are we gonna watch?
Well, no, I was gonna say as we're kind of I need to look through these because it's but Dave Murphy. Bland as can be. I'm not a fan.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not really either. I'm with you. Their ranking is perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
as bad as Steve Buechele.
Oh my god.
Which hurts to say because I was a big fan of his when he was playing, but
well, he's no Shane Buechele. So
Shane Buechele.
Yeah.
Is it over? Okay. All right. See ya.